All right. So after looking at how to do the mathematical operation and how to do the assignments of variable, let's try to understand now how to play with different variables in Python. So if you want to play with different variables, like for an example, this is the variable you have created where you have this is the variable that you have created where you have assigned a value 15. All right. And similarly, if you want to assign another variable which is called as y, and the value assigned it to Vijay, that means x and y are two different variables that we are going to use. We never declared this variable throughout the program scope, but without declaring it, how Python is identifying them in a correct type. Like this is a number, so Python must identify it as a integer, and this is a character, so Python must identify it as a character or a string. So first let's assign them and print them, and then we will try to check what are the type of the variable these are. Okay, so these are the values which have been printed, 15 and Vijay. Now let's try to print their type. So print, and to know the type of variable, like what type it is, so you have to just type like this, print type x, and you can see x is of integer type. Similarly, if you want to check what is the type of y, whether it has been identified correctly or not, so just you need to type y, and you can see that x has been classified or x has been created as an integer type, however y has been created as string type. So Python has that inbuilt capability by which it automatically identifies that what is the type of variable, whether it is integer or whether it is a string or any other thing. All right. So let's play with some more variables and do some more experiments. Like here, if we see, we have different variables here, and in these variables we have assigned different values. Like suppose we have created a variable x, and in variable x we have assigned string type 1. String type 1, that means x will be created as a string, right? Then we have created a variable y, which is again is going to hold value 1, but that will be of integer type. And then c will be again assigned a value, but that value will be of float type. So when we run it, we have got x, y and z values. Now what are there in the values, let's see. So if you want to see what is there in x, so you have to do just print x, and it is having 1. Then you have to do just print y, it is again having 1, and if you do print z, then you can see it is having float. Now we can see all the three different values which x, y, z are holding, but still the difference between string and integer is not visible. If you want to see, if we are printing value of x and printing value of y together, then it is really difficult to identify that which is integer and which is string, right? So for that we are going to do one more experiment, and we'll try to print their type. So print type type of x, and then print type of y. And here you see there is a clear difference that x has been created as integer type and y has been created as x has been created as string type and y has been created as integer type. All right. So this is about the variable printing. Now if you want to play with print statement, now we are just printing x as like print x, but if you want to write some text before x, so you can do that very well. Like if you want to type it value of x is, and then close it, and then actual value of x you want to print, so you can do it this way as well. This is going to show the value of x. If you remove additional space from here, then it will be more tidier. Okay, so this is how you can print the value of any variable along with some text. Okay, but at the same time you can see here we have two different variables, so we have to type to print statement to type. So you can avoid doing that as well by directly writing the variables in sequence who all you want to print. So suppose we want to print x, y and z all together in one go, so just type x, y and z, and then you can run it. So all the three variables will be shown in one go by just one print statement, right? So this is how you can play with print statements as well, and you can change different values. Here I have kind of shown print statement in different ways, where we are showing the value of x is x and then putting up in the bracket and so on and so forth. So this kind of garnishing you can do on print statement based on your business requirements or whatever you want to print. All right, so this is all for this discussion. Meet you in the next video.